Hello, hello, hello. Great day, great day, great day. This video is really short and quick. It's really, it's about super fast charging your brain. Or basically how fertile is your mind when it comes to absorbing information. I'm going to use 3 examples to share with you. And I'm going to use something that we're all familiar with. Our phone. We all have we all have our charging cable. My question to you is your cable a regular cable, a fast charger, or a super fast charger? 3 different cables, 3 different speeds, 3 different prices. So, the question is, how fast is your mind when it comes to absorbing information? Reason why I share this with you is one of my clients was asking me some questions that, how is it that I'm able to go through so much information? I said, well, I've been studying for 15 years. I'm what you might call a professional student. So, I've been playing audios in chunks at 2 times the speed, sometimes 3 times the speed. He said he tried it, he couldn't do it. I said, that's okay. It took me about a year to get used to it. So my mind is very fertile, is very used to hearing audios very fast. Maybe sometimes that's why I speak very fast. So I'm one of those who can play an audio 2-3 times the speed. I even found out recently, I was trying to watch a video at 3 times the speed. A pop-up came on my computer and asked me to subscribe and upgrade. So even channels are getting used to people watching content at 2, 3, 4 times the speed, so they want to cap you at 2 times the speed. So for me, I'm like a super fast charger. Most of my friends, colleagues, associates, they know that, oh, I'm super fast. Even my driving is super fast. Some people say, oh my God, slow down. I'm a super fast charger. You know, you can pick the speed at which you want to go through. I like to go at a very fast speed, hence my results are different from other results. It's how you prepare your mind gives you an example of how well you can take much information. I have a few friends of mine who told me that, wow, some of this information is a lot that they got to take a nap or sleep after about 20 minutes. I'm like, good. It's okay. I know the speed at which you are. Some people are like, man, I've taken 4 hours. I want some more. I'm like, oh, you're like me. And I share. I tell them what to help to study and go through, and they're able to pick it up. And then I have some other athletic friends of mine. I've noticed that they take supplements when they're going to the gym. And I was just looking at it like, wow, you're taking all these supplements to enhance, to help you perform better. They're like, yeah. I said, well, in that case, let me get some supplements for the mind and start taking them. Now, I don't know if you know this or not. Maybe you're taking vitamins or not. You're all natural. I don't know. I don't care. For me, I started taking nootropics, which is mental nutrients for the mind. Please investigate it. I did third eye detoxification and detoxing of the third eye. So my pineal gland is open. My intuitions are heightened. I do a lot of sun gazing whenever I have the opportunity to wake up before the sun. I'll just run out and just try to catch the sunlight, take it into my body. I do a lot of energy work within myself and through videos I watch and through seminars that I attend and go through. So I'm constantly nurturing and feeding my mind. I'm reading as much as I can during a 24-hour period, even if it's just a few sentences. So I'm doing things that are nurturing my mind. The question is, are you doing the same? That way you can then decide within yourself, I'm a super fast charger, or I'm a charger. There's nothing wrong with it. You just know where you're at. And if you decide to go full throttle, you can go full throttle. Or if you want to step back a little bit, like I might want to step back and go to just be a charger for a week, just to maintain things. But normally, I'm at high speed. Why? Because information is at our fingertips. I'm just organizing it, implementing it in the best way that I have seen for it to work for me. A lot of people ask me, wow, how does it work for me? I said, well, I have a business that I run, that I've had for many, many years. It's going on like my 20-year anniversary. So I read a technique, a suggestion from one of the books, and I apply it directly into my business. I work with it in my business. I'm not just watching a few videos on YouTube and, oh, feeling really great, you know, and Sunday I'm positive, write a few affirmations and go to sleep. I don't do that. I actually implement it in my life, into my business, and that way I can see results. So, well, it's my alarm. It's an alarm letting me remind me to set something in my mind, so excuse me for a second. Yeah, I have alarms that go off every so often, and I have a mental activity I do to keep my mind sharp. Look at that. I'm talking about keeping my mind sharp and being a super fast charger. These are the examples. I have an alarm that goes off on my phone every 3 hours, round the clock. Round the clock. It goes off, a certain sound comes on, I have to hear it, close my eyes, mentally say something, and envision something. Constantly. I've been doing that for about 3 years, if not no more, but maybe 3 to 4. Yeah, I do it so much that even when the phone is not around, my mind is every 15 minutes it's reaching forward. You see, you get to the point where you do it so much, it's repetitious, it's consistent. It's a way of preparing the mind. Education and what we're studying is all to feel good and like create. But as you're doing all this study with information, put it together in a way that will work well with you. Something that might work for somebody might not work for somebody else. Like for me personally, there was a technique I had tried for a year. A technique, 369. That technique did not work for me. I did it diligently, did the best that I could, but what I was looking to manifest did not manifest. So that 369 technique did not work for me. You can Google it and find out what the 369 technique is. It didn't work. You got to write something down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the evening, and 9 times at night. The 369 technique. It didn't work for me, but it works for a lot of people. Then you have to realize perhaps I was a small charger. And those that it worked for were super fast chargers. I knew it didn't work for me. I had to move around, switch up other techniques, and found a technique that worked for me. Neville Goddard's ladder technique, and another technique called the ATM technique, where when you're sleeping, just before you fall asleep, you think of the sound of an ATM machine. You start thinking of that sound and just put a number to it. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, but all your, it's the same thing with the ladder technique. You're climbing the ladder, and then during the day, you don't think of a ladder, but you see one. So when you're doing the ATM technique, you're hearing the sound of the money. Put in a number, watch what happens. That's the best part of all of this. Everybody is going to have a different experience. As long as you're doing the practice, you'll have a different experience. So, let me not make this video any longer for you guys. Let me go. But it's just decide how you wish to increase your speed of study to get what you want. All right? So, gotta go. Like I said in all my videos, I love you guys. I really do. And I'm praying for you.